Has anyone done the Ancestry DNA thing? No? No? I did this recently. I sent in my results and it came back that I am half Sicilian and half redneck, which honestly I could have predicted given the low hum of insanity that has just been throughout my life. And our parties were just like wild. You could count on a few things. Either someone was going to try to convince you that you're related to the Pope. You're going to overhear a conversation about how prune juice is in Dr. Pepper, or just alcoholism. It wasn't a holiday party until somebody got let out in handcuffs, for real. And you don't realize this until you're talking to someone who grew up under kind of more normal circumstances, and you're telling stories and you're watching their face go like this. But I'll tell you what, you really haven't lived until you've seen a 90-year-old 4-foot Italian woman throw a plate of rigatoni with meat sauce against the wall. It's wild. I'm from the 1970s, and I did not come here in a time machine. I'm just really old. I'm probably going to say some stuff that sounds like I forged the Oregon Trail to get here. I remember over this last school year, things are really different now, right? Like I saw on Twitter that there was a bomb threat in a school, and they evacuated the school, and they sent the kids home for 3 days, and they brought in the police, and they brought in the dogs, and they brought in the little robot, and everything was fine. It didn't go that way when I was in high school in the 90s. There was a bomb threat called in. I remember this very clearly. And what they did was, they had us like walk outside the school about 10 feet from the building on the sidewalk. And there weren't any cell phones back then, right? So somebody had to make this call from the payphone inside the school. And somebody got it. We couldn't call our parents. They're not gonna call our parents. They're not gonna call 900 people. There's no phone tree. And we're out there for like 15 minutes, and then they're like, you know what? There's probably not a bomb. Because in the 90s, bombs only went up to 15 minutes. That's what taught us. I'm sure it'll be fine, probably. But I'm at that point in my life when I'm taking fluids from different parts of my body and having them injected into my face. Yeah. I thought when I was starting to get older, I was like, I'm going to grow old gracefully. And now I'm like, you know what? No, I got that first wrinkle, take it from anywhere, it's fine. Put it right in there. But I remember when Botox first came out, how wild it was. Nobody remembers this. It's like everybody gets it now, but when it first came out, they were like, so you know that disease that you get from eating raw pig if it's been out for a while? We're gonna take just a little bit of it and inject it into your face to paralyze your muscles, but only for a little bit. It's like heroin for white ladies. They get upset if it doesn't last for long enough, But TikTok, okay, now I'm old. TikTok has figured out who I am. So on my page, they are showing me exclusively videos of middle-aged white women getting pulled over. And they behave so well, like so gracefully. They get out and they're like, I want to see a manager. Cop's like, ma'am, this is a DUI stop, not a Starbucks. But I can't believe this when I see these, because I've been scared of the police since I got my driver's license. Like there's a whiff of a cop behind me. I'm like, 10 and 2, are the kids in their car seats? You don't have any children, that's fine. to drive from Columbus to Baltimore in 1997, but yeah, the sedan suddenly turned into the set of Scarface. And then I can't hold it together, and the cop comes to the window, and I say, I don't have any cocaine. Ma'am, we're gonna need you to step out of the car. And you know, the funny thing is that cops don't like it when they find drugs in your car. But they like it. They love it. Well, I can't speak from experience on that one. But I do know that they like it even less when they don't.
Yeah.
Because then they're like, ma'am, you said you didn't have cocaine in your car? I know. But you realize that someone who had cocaine in their car would say that? I know. Then we stop that awkward interaction, and I end up on some sort of national list that means I don't get pulled over anymore. You're like, there's the crazy lady with no cocaine. And my poor husband, I call him, and I'm like, I got pulled over, and I told him I didn't have cocaine. He's like, again? Growing old with him has been wild. We're on these like parallel tracks, you know? And my vitamins are called things that are super cool, like new chapters, new beginnings, menopause. And his are literally called Mega Men. Mega Men by Marvel. Like, are you gonna turn into a 90s movie villain? Or are you just gonna have an overabundance of B12? You guys, thank you so much. It's been awesome.